Today we will learn how to hire Web3 crypto blockchain talent by posting a job on CryptoJobsList. Hi, I'm Ramon, founder of CryptoJobsList, and today I will guide you through this process. First and foremost, you have to navigate to CryptoJobsList.com and then click at the top right on Post Jobs link. Now that we are on a job posting form, let's quickly analyze what this page is all about. So first of all, we have the form itself on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, some brief information about what are the companies that are hiring with CryptoJobsList already, some stats over the past 30 days and more, and some success stories, and of course, some FAQ if you have particular questions. Yeah, let's quickly do a very quick overview. So you have to fill out your job title, Solidity Developer. Then you can follow up with job location requirements. This field is optional, and if the position is remote, just specify remote, right? If you offer some benefits like relocation or a visa sponsorship, please click this checkboxes as well. I will unclick them for now, uncheck them for now. Now you want to head over to company page. If you've posted with us before, make sure to keep your company name consistent so we can kind of aggregate all positions from your company under the same company page. So let's say I'm hiring for CryptoJobsList itself. List. Quick company tagline. This position is optional, but let's say for CryptoJobsList it is create any typos. So another field that is quite important is information about your company. So here you want to ideally a paragraph or two what your company does, what's so special about it, because that what helps people understand what you guys are about, especially if the company is relatively new, if it's a startup, if you don't have like 100,000 followers on Twitter, it's best to describe it in as much detail, exactly what you do, avoid all possible buzzwords. So just be very clear. I'll just go ahead and copy paste company description. So now we are looking for Solidity Developer. Let's write a job description. Job description is very key. You want to specify what are some expectations, what are the job responsibilities, and what are some minimum requirements, and then ideal requirements for that job. Here, I'm also going to copy paste the job description into this position. Something to note here, you can use some basic formatting, and we highly recommend using lists. So lists will ensure that your job description is very nicely formatted here. Okay, so ideally you want to double check that all these positions are implemented. H3, we only offer a subset of formatting options just to make sure that job descriptions are compliant and it's easy for us to spread it to our partner network. Now it's time to apply some tags. Tags are quite important because that's how you let your job be more discoverable to people who search on a website. So think of tags kind of like categories. So if your job is full-time, you want to click full-time. For example, it allows security, developer engineering. Let's say we don't require PhD level, require Golang, Rust, EVM. If we're hiring facility developers, EVM is relevant. Let's say it's not entry level. Okay, some knowledge of TypeScript is required. We're remote, but we want to make sure that C++ not remote. So here now you want to specify salary range. This is quite important because a lot of talented candidates, they don't really want to waste their time on positions that do not advertise salary. And also in some countries and regions like Europe, advertising salary bands is required by law. So let's say we're going to be entering 70,000 to let's say 130,000 for this position. If you're curious to learn more about what are the market rates for different positions are, you can check out our salary guide on a different page, and we have like a dedicated salary reporting tools that we offer as well as salary benchmarking, but I'll talk about it in a separate video. Okay, now you can specify how candidates should be applying. So one option is directly to your email. So we'll just email you the applicants and you'll be able to ask them a few kind of screening questions right on CryptoJobsList. So kind of we operate as like an applicant tracking system to some extent with a little bit more limited functionality compared to some of the big name applicant tracking systems. So if you don't want to use any external sites, you can specify your email, ramon@cryptojobslist.com, and then proceed with filling out a few more questions. So you can enforce loading of resumes and files. And, if you hover over some checkboxes, you will see some explanation. Now, something that is particularly awesome and unique to CryptoJobsList is that we offer video interviews. So candidates will be able to submit 1-minute video interview about themselves. So it's much easier for you to identify whether it's the right candidate. It's especially useful for non-technical positions, for perhaps sales, marketing, where interpersonal skills are much more important. For developer roles, I would not make it required. It's still nice to see someone who is good on camera, but a lot of great developers are camera shy. So, and then a few screening questions. These screening questions is something that the candidate will have to answer directly on the page. The answers to the screening questions will be sent to you directly to your email. Okay, let's say that is one option of receiving applicants. And another one is to redirect your applicants to an external link. So here you can use links to like your Lever, to applicant tracking systems like Greenhouse, or you can even use Google Forms, etc. The downside of this approach is that we will not be able to track very accurately the number of actual applicants that you receive, because we don't really have any control over your third-party entity or third-party site. This is also applicable to those companies where GDPR, for example, is a big issue. We had a few very big corporate clients who want to make sure that all the data compliance is on their end. And this is something, if you want to be extra sure you have existing systems in place, this is an opportunity for you. But you also want to keep in mind is that to make sure that the link is accessible, the page is live, there is no password protection. And in some cases, we also verify these links to make sure that they are not scams or malicious links, or they're, not 404 or expired pages. In those cases, we will have to remove job posting, even if it's paid. We manually verify those things from time to time. So next up is your company details, your website, your Twitter account, your Discord. These links will be displayed on the job page, and it's really advisable for you to fill out these forms because it gives a better sense of trust, and talent will be able to research you before applying. And high quality talent usually has a lot of choices in their career. You want to make sure that you present your company and your job opportunity in the best light possible. All right. Discord, I'll keep it blank. We verify your Twitter, whether it exists or correct. If you don't receive confirmation like this, that means that probably you had made a typo in your Twitter handle, or Twitter APIs are not available and Elon Musk is screwing us over. Okay, so another thing, you can just drag and drop your logo to upload it here. This is very fast and convenient. Make sure that your logo, doesn't have much padding on it. PNG is preferred, so your logo can be utilized in both dark mode and bright mode. And I think you're set to go. If you have a token, this is good to have and display this information as well. Next up is your details. Make sure your job ad is presented in the most personal way possible. In this industry, there are a lot of scammers and impersonators. It's really good to have a face that is displayed on the job advertisement, whether it's your CEO face or your personal. Ideally, if you hire a manager or founder of the company uploading your own image, this is the best. Just mention your name. Let's go. Ramon. Last name is optional. Next up, your budget. It's important to understand that one of the things that makes CryptoJobs very different is that we offer flexible pricing. Really depends on your budget, but as in all places in life, you get what you pay for. So the higher you pay, the higher up you will be on the job list, and the more frequently you will promote it. One golden rule here is that all job ads that are under $200, they are promoted about once a week, or actually they promoted just once, and they are quite low on our job list overall. As you probably know, hiring in this industry is quite competitive. So let's say we set a budget to 500. This gives an estimate where exactly our job ad on a list will be, unless someone outbids you, and what are some benefits that you're going to be getting. So every job ad that gets posted on CryptoJobsList gets a shout outs on Twitter, in our newsletter, on our LinkedIn, on Discord board that has a lot of servers running, and quite a few subreddits as well. You can click on all of these links to see exactly how our Twitter audience looks like or LinkedIn audience looks like. Now let's talk about packages. So once you selected your budget, let's decrease it to $200, you are able to select, you can buy more than one job ad at a discount. If I do not want to post too many jobs, I can just checkbox. I'm not going to be getting any discounts, unfortunately. But if I am hiring aggressively and I'm looking for a lot of engineering or non-technical roles as well to hire for, I can opt in to buy an entire package. So the important thing to understand here is that you don't have to post all the job at once through this package. You can just, select the amount of jobs you want. Even if you want like 2, you'll get a nice little discount here. You will be able to post this throughout the year, actually, and enjoy the benefits and savings of this bulk purchase. Important thing to understand here is that once you select this package, we will send a link to post the remaining jobs in your package. That's an important thing to understand. And every single job in that package needs to be posted through that link. link. Or there will be also a promo code there, which you'll be able to apply in this area. Now, we are good friends and partners with Etherscan. If you'd like to be featured in their newsletter that goes out monthly, you can select this checkbox. It's a little bit extra, and make sure that your job ad is relevant to Ethereum or EVM Solidity ecosystem. And, I'm getting feedback from Etherscan quite frequently, and they prefer to see both technical and non-technical roles. So it's a mix. For those companies that are not really ready to post or need additional approval, they can always select to kind of save the job ad as a draft and complete the posting later. This checkbox is for you right here. And now you can, specify which payment method you prefer, whether it's BTC, ETH, Dodge, USDC, or whether you prefer to use your credit card. So credit card is processed via Stripe, and this payment is supported by Coinbase Commerce. So make sure to be very careful with which address and which network you're sending your funds on, and just follow the instructions that Coinbase Commerce will show to you. If you're sending on some esoteric or some rare, exotic L2, your funds might not be delivered. If you're sending USDT to USDC address, your funds will not be automatically received, and probably they might not be recoverable. So be sure to follow instructions very step by step and very clearly. Last but not least, a lot of companies need invoices out there. So we send an invoice within about 5 minutes after job posting, and you can use this field to fill out all the information you need about your company, your company tax ID, your address, official name of the company, any other information that you want to appear on the invoice. So this is what this field for. After you click on crypto payment, you will be redirected to a page like this. After a minute or so, usually much faster, within a few seconds, you'll be greeted with this pop-up by Coinbase Commerce, where you're able to select your preferred payment method and proceed. Again, make sure to send the right coins to the right addresses, and try not to be very creative. And if you'll decide to make a payment with the card, you can still click on change payment method, and you will see this alternative view where you're able to, once again, select the budget, select if you want to buy a package or not, and select Visa payment method. When you click on this, you will see Stripe payment model, and you fill out all your additional information. Once the job ad is live, it will look something like this, with all the information available presented here, your face available here, and of course it will be clickable once it's published. Once the job ad is live, this is what candidates will be able to see. And most important part is here, this application flow that they will be able to fill out. Another thing to note is when video applications are selected, screening questions will not be presented to your candidates. So this is something to keep in mind. So here they'll be able to fill out the name, email, phone number. This is optional, current location, their photo, their cover letter. We are already asked for GitHub, LinkedIn, and their current salary. Yeah, this is all. I really hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support over email, or click here and likely myself will be able to reply to your questions. Last but not least, for very large orders, we do accept wire transfers, just in case you're wondering. Hopefully this helps you guys answer some of the questions that you might have. Reach out to us if you have any more further questions. This form should be really self-explanatory and should be easy to post without really reaching out to us for any additional questions. One thing to keep in mind is that we do prioritize our existing paying customers when it comes to support. Thank you very much. Enjoy.